Peace and greetings, you guys. This is your girl Nine here, back for another 31 days of tarot. This is going to be day 17. How do I like to journal? Yeah, my favorite way to tarot journal. So I have two journals. One is kind of more like a business journal, which I'm not gonna like flip through completely. This is kind of big here, but it has business plan in here. It has client you know, notes and schedules and stuff like that, as well as ideas for my channel or my blog. So I kind of keep that all compiled in here. This is not like a journal to learn. This is more like a business journal. As far as tracking my dailies, I have a spreadsheet that I keep in on Google Sheets. So let's see, this is probably not the best way to do it, but I will just try to show you what I have going on here. So I mean, I have the date. I usually pull 2 cards for my dailies, and then I will mark the deck used. I have 3 spots in case I get a jumper for tarot, and then an oracle, because sometimes I like to pull an oracle. I don't really keep track of oracles the same way I do as tarot, but why is that like that? Okay. And then what I'll do across is I have a note for the day, and then I have a rhyme for the day, and I rhyme every single, I do a little couplet, or sometimes it's longer, and I do that every single day. And I found that this is really good for my daily pulls, because I can access Google Sheets on my phone. I can I can access it from my tablet, from my phone, from my computer, and I can, if I almost forget, I can do it in bed. There's no excuse for me not to do it if I can get to it from my phone. I do have a calculation sheet here. So this is the frequency of 2018. So I'll just bring that a little bit closer. There's a whole algorithm that I built. And this was totally inspired by Susan Chang, because she has the most robust spreadsheet on Excel that I almost died. I was like, but this is, I finally found what works for me as far as tracking dailies. So as you can see here, the Hanged Man was one of the most pulled major cards. Oh, that's the Seven of Wands. One of the most pulled minor cards. And then I have it all kind of broken down, like 50% majors I pull, 27%. I'm sorry, 50% minors, 27% majors, 22% court cards I pulled. Here I have the court cards, so I can see which court cards I pulled the most. And as of right now, it looks like the Page of Swords is the one that I've done the most. And I've definitely been experimenting with a lot of, between my blog and the channel, and trying different techniques and things like that. I feel like that makes the most sense. So I was doing a lot of studying and learning and reading and writing, and 11 of Cups, excuse me, the Page of Cups is kind of like tied up with the Queen of Discs. In the beginning of the year, that Queen of Discs definitely kind of was the stalkery card. So the major arcana planetary trend is basically any of the majors that I pulled that have planetary, and Saturn, the world came up an awful lot in respect to the the planetary trends. So but there was a lot of manifestation that happened as well this year. A lot of hard work. What else? The zodiac trends. So you guys just saw that I am a Taurus sun, so I did pull a Hierophant quite a bit. The Lovers came up kind of as a runner-up there. And then the mother letters, I've pulled Mem 43% of the time, the Fool, I'm sorry, Hangman 43% of the time, the Fool. Am I saying, slow down, okay. Mother letter trends, Mem being the Hangman, I've pulled 43.2% of the time. Aleph being the Fool, I pulled 37.8% of the time. And then Shin being the Judgment card, I pulled 18.9% of the time. And then the Deacon trends are just basically all the minor cards. And we can see kind of what, you know, what that looks like. So the highest two seem to be Gemini 2, which would be the 9 of Swords, and then Leo 3, 5, 6, 7 of Wands. So yeah, and then we have the elemental trends as well. So I pulled way more majors. I don't want to say way more, but out of all of the elements, Spirit came out 27.3% of the time, followed by Fire, then followed by Water, followed by Earth and Air being last. So it's very interesting to see these trends. And then the Sephira trends being how many of the number cards that I pull the most of. So it looks like Binah and then Chokmah. I pulled a lot of 3s and 2s. So it's just interesting to see the pattern and then recognize how my year went and stuff like that. So this is just a whole big thing that I created for myself, but I really like this. And then I have like deck frequency. So as I type that in, it automatically adds it into this here. So then I can focus on what decks am I, using and then abandoning. What decks do I keep trying to come back to and work with? Which ones have I used the most and things of that sort. So yeah, so that is my favorite way that I recognize that I like to tarot journal. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. Much love. Many blessings. Peace.